Maths Made Easy Academy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to continue with set theorems part 2. Remember what we're dealing right away is past questions, how to solve everything that you needed to know under what set theorem. Now let's take a look at this first question. I want you to observe this. Now the question says if set A is x is such that x squared plus 7x plus 12 equal to what? 0. The question says find the set of natural what? Number. Look at the options here, and I want you to observe something here. The word natural number, as it implies, means set of positive what? Whole numbers or counting what? Numbers. Now, first of all, I want us to solve this quadratic. That is exactly what it's talking about. So we leave the question out, which is x squared plus what? 7x plus what? 12. Are you there? Everything should be equal to what? 0. Now, what am I going to do? I want to factorize now. Now, the first thing is to consider the last number by which when you put a number at the denominator, it will divide without a remainder. And when you add the two numbers, it will produce the coefficient of x, which is plus what? 7. I want to try with 12 over 1. Can you see that it will give me 12? But 1 and 12 can never give me plus 7. I will go again with 12 over what? 2. It will give me what? 6. When you add 2 and 6, it can never give you what? 7. I will now again try with what? 3. It will give me what? 4. Can you see that if I add these 2, it will give me plus what? 7. And if I also multiply these 2, it will give me plus what? 12. So you now introduce this and call it plus 3x. And this one is plus what? 4 what? X. So what do? I will now eliminate this 7x here and introduce these two numbers in between so that we can access it and have x squared plus what? 3x. Are you with me? Plus 4 what? X. Then plus 12. Everything should be equal to what? 0. Now what do? You factorize. You do what? Factorize. Now observe this particular expression. What is common here? X is what? Common. Then open the bracket. Now if x cancel x, what remains is what? X plus. If x cancel x and what remains is 3. Are you there? Close the bracket. Then plus. What is common here? 4 can divide. 4 can divide. Factor 4. Open the bracket. So what is remaining? As 4 go with 4. What remains is what? X plus. Now this can go into this. How many times? 3 times. Are you there? Then equal to what? 0. Can you observe that the ones inside the bracket are the same? I will now say x plus 3. Pick one. Then followed by what? X plus 4. Everything should be equal to what? 0. Can I say x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 4 is also equal to what? 0. So in summary, the value of x now, take plus 3 to the right, it will give you minus 3. Or x again, take plus 4 to the right, it will give you minus what? 4. Now the answers are what? Minus 3 and what? Minus 4. Now be very careful. It could have been option what? C, if there is no condition. But look at the condition. Find the set of natural what? Numbers. Now set of natural numbers are positive whole numbers. And if you observe these two numbers, they are not positive. They are not what? Positive. So which means there is no answer in the what? Option. Now leave the options like that. Are you with me? Oh yeah, let's move to the next question, which is question number what? 2. Oh yeah, watch this. The question says, in a class of 40 students, what did I say? In a class of what? 40 students. Now 15 like maths. 15 like what? Maths, comma. 30 like English. 30 like what? English. Are you with me now? 30 like English. Then and 10 like both. 10 like what? Both. Now look at this. Full stop. Now the question is how many? Now watch this. How many like what? At least. How many like at least one of what? Subjects. One of what? Subjects. Now option A says what? 25. Option B says what? 4. Option C says what? 35. Then option D says what? 30. Now be careful with this question. What I'm going to use now is shortcut method in order to solve this particular word problem. This is word problem under word set, which is Venn diagram. Now watch this. The question says in a class of 40 students. So which means the universal set is how many? 40. Are you there now? So it was observed that 15 like what? Maths. Those that like maths, which is n, they are how many in number? 15. And 30 like what? English. Those that like English is how many? 30. Are you there? Now in summary, 10 like what? Both. Now watch. Both means maths and what? English. How many liked it? Is 10, right? Now what you are going to do now, the question say, how many like at least one? Underline the word at least. Anytime you hear the word at least simply means increase. Are you there now? Increase. And what does that increase mean? Remember they said at least one of what? Subject. So which means we have one subject, which is English. It will favor English as one subject. It will favor mathematics as also one subject. Then and it will favor both English and what? Maths as two what? Subjects. What did I mean? One subject, and it increased to two what? Subjects. So that is exactly what the question is talking about. Now let us write it up now. I know what we are looking for. For me to observe those people that like maths only, I will use the value of the intersection, which is 10, to minus the mass. So which means it will produce 15 minus what? 10. It will not give us what? 5. I will now go to English and also use the same value of the intersection to get the accurate value. I will now say again minus what? 10, which will give me what? 25. Are you with me now? Now the people that have at least one subject is now maths only is what? 5. Are you there? Then English only is what? 25. Finally, the intersection is what? 10. Anything that you get there, that is the final answer. Yeah, let's observe. 5 plus 25 is what? 30. Plus 10 should give you what? 40. The answer is what? 40. Do you have 40 in the option? Wow, the correct answer there is option what? B, which is this very particular one. Now let us move to question number 3. Hope you are following. We are taking it bit by bit. And what I'm using now is just the shortcut of solving this, because these particular questions are what? Objective what? Question or CBT. Let's move to the next question. Look at it. The question number 3 says, let A be a set, and let A be a set, and P of A, are you there? Then power set. Then what? Power what? Set. Now watch this. Now of what? A, comma. Now the question says if, now look up, if what? The cardinality of the power set of what? A is what? 1. Now the question says find what? N. We are looking for N, and N is the cardinality. Now what is the formula? Can we take a look at the options? Option A says 0. Option B says what? 1. Option C says what? 2. Then option D says what? 3. Now remember that the cardinality of the power set of A is already given as what? 1. Now the question is, what is the formula for cardinality of a power set? Is 2 raised to power NOA. 2 raised to power what? NOA. Don't forget, this is a formula for power what set. Is now 1. Can you see that this one and this one can never be the same? How do I make it to the base to be equal? Is to recall, according to the law of what? Indices. 1 can be written as 2 raised to power what? 0. So if here is 3, I can now say 1 can be written as 3 raised to power what? 0. So let's go now. I will now have something like this, 2 raised to power NOA, then it's now equal to remove this one and introduce this. It becomes 2 raised to power what? 0. 2 base here will cancel base 2 here. So we now say the cardinality of A, which is your N, is what? 0. Do you have 0 in the option? Yes, the correct answer is what? Option what? A. Are you there? Now let's move to the 4th question. I want you to observe this 4th question. Remember, I'm crowning it up for the part 2 aspect of what? Set theory. Remember to share, remember to subscribe, and also remember to comment on the comment section. Now let's take a look at question number 4. Can we go now? Now number 4 says this. Watch. Given, oh my goodness, look at. Given that what? Set A is, and what are the members? We have A, comma B, comma C, comma what? D, like this. And set B is given as, I want you to observe, 2, comma what? 3. Now what is the question? The question says we should evaluate, oh my goodness, watch. Evaluate BA, then BB, then all over CA, and what? CB. Look at this question. Option A says 4. Option B says what? 3. Option C says what? 16. Then option D says what? 2. Now, what do we mean exactly by this? This is called a power set. This is called a power set. This is called cardinality set or cardinal what? Set of A. Cardinal set of what? B. Now, I want you to watch this question. Look at it. They give us, given that set A is this. So now, what is the cardinality of set A? Watch. We now begin to count the number of items that are inside set A. And let's go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means cardinality of set A is what? 4. Are you there? Then we now look at the power set of what? A. The formula is 2 raised to power n. Don't forget. Are you there? So which means n is already solved. What is n? 4. I will now substitute by saying 2 raised to power 4. And 2 raised to power 4 means multiply 2. How many times? 4 times. It will give you what? 16. That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times another what? 2. I'm done with what? A. I will now move to cardinality of set what? B. Let's observe set B. Look at the members. They are just 1, 2. So which means cardinality of B is what? 2. Finally, I will now introduce the power set of what? B, which is 2 raised to power n as well. Mind you that the value of n, which is the cardinality, is given as what? 2. Well, let us substitute. I will have 2 raised to power 2. Are you there? Which means it's the same thing as saying 2 times 2 into 2 places. It will give you what? 4. Now we can already see the question. I want you to observe this. Now watch. What is PA? PA is already solved. Look at it, 16. I will now multiply. Now what is PB? PB is already solved. What is the answer? 4. I will now divide and move to the denominator. What is CA? CA is already known. CA is what? 4. Then you multiply. What is CB? CB is already solved. Look at it. It is what? 2. Are you there? Now can you see that 4 here will cancel 4 here? Then watch this now. Now 2 can go here. 1 and 2 can go here is what? 8. Do you have 8 in the option? No. So which means there is no answer in the what option. Are you with me now? Now I want you to define this thing very well again. This is 4, which is the cardinality, and the power set is 2 raised to power 4, which is what? 16. Then we now move to set B. Are you with me now? The cardinality is what? 2. What is the power set? 2 raised to power 2, which is what? 4. It is very obvious. PA is already 16. That is what we saw. Then you multiply. PB is already what? 4. You introduce 4 here. Over what? Then CA. CA means cardinality of set A. I want you to observe what is it? 4. And CB means cardinality of set B, which is what? 2. Can you see 4 here will cancel 4. 2 can go into 16, which is equal to S. So no answer. No what? Answer in the what? Option. Now let's move to the next question, which is question number what? 5. Are you with me now? Watch this. Now, what is question number 5 talking about? I want you to examine this very well. Now, let's move. Question number what? 5. Number 5. Now, number 5 says, if set A is this, watch, and the x is a member of real number such that exponential x is what? 0. Are you there now? Now, set B is given as this. Y is a member of real number such that exponential y is less than what? Less than what? 0. Now I want you to observe this. What is the question? The question says we should determine what? The power set of what? Cardinality of A intersection B. Look at it now. The power set of cardinality of A intersection what? B. Now let's take a look at the options. Option A says 2. Option B is what? 1. Are you there? Then option C is what? 4. And lastly, option D is what? 8. Be very careful with this question or else you make some mistakes here. But I want you to observe this. Let us analyze the elements now. Now look at set A. Set A says x is a member of real number such that exponential x is what? 0. The question is, what is the meaning of that real number? Real number is a set of rational number and what? Irrational what? Number. Are you with me now? So which means it can be negative, it can be in fraction, it can be in decimal, it can also be in natural what? Number. So the combination of all this now produces what we call what? A real number. Now the question is, what are those values that I will impute as x? By the time I take the exponential of those values, the result will produce what? 0. Let me assume that now watch, that the value of x is 0. Are you there? Well, let's substitute. It will give me exponential 0. And mind you, it can never give you what? Are you with me now? 0. Because exponential 0 by lot of indices is 1. So which means 0 cannot go. I consider when x to be minus 1 again. I will introduce exponential minus 1, which is 1 over exponential. Are you with me? When you punch your calculator, it will give you a different number, but you can never get 0. When you increase again to minus 2, decrease to minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, you can never get 0. Are you with me? Then we now move to let x be a 1 now, which is positive. I will now introduce exponential 1. If you write it, it can never give you 0, the result again. Consider x to be 2 again. You have exponential 2. It can never give you a result as equal to 0. Are you there? Then what do we conclude? In this aspect of this set now, it implies that set A is an empty set. It has no member. Anytime that you consider an exponential function and it is equal to what? 0, it can never give you any member. So which means it's an empty set. We now get the cardinality of set what? A. The number of items contained in set what? A. Is there any number here? No. So which means the answer is what? 0. I will now move again to set B. Watch again, be careful. That y is a member of real number such that exponential y is less than what? 0. There is no number. Okay, let me assume y to be 0. I will have exponential 0, then less than what? 0. You know that exponential 0 is what? 1. And you know that 1 can never be less than what? 0. So which means 0 does not exist as a member. If I still consider y to be 1, it can never give me less than what? 0. If I still consider y to be 2, it can never give me less than what? 0. Then if I consider the negative aspect, it can never be less than what? 0. So in this aspect now, the members of set B has no member. So which means it is an empty set. Are you with me? So what is the cardinality of set B? Oh my goodness, it is what? 0. Now let's take the question. The question now. Now look at the question. Determine the power set of cardinality of A intersection what? B. What did we do? What can we do here in order to get the cardinality, the power set of this A intersection what? B. Are you with me? Now the first thing we are going to dissolve here is to find out what is common between set A and set what? B. If you observe set A is an empty set. Are you there? Intersect it with set B. Set B is also an empty set. Now if they ask you this simple question, what is common between these two sets? It is still an empty set. Are you there? Then I will now get the cardinality of A intersection what? B. Oh yeah, watch. How many items do we have here? Nothing. So which means the cardinality of A intersection B is what? 0. Then in summary, I want to solve the power set now of what? Cardinality of A intersection what? B. Close the bracket. Remember that the formula is 2 raised to power what? N. Are you with me now? So which means the cardinality of A intersection B is 0. I will now say this now should not be equal to, identify your 2. What is the cardinality? It is what? 0. What is 2 raised to power 0? Which is 1 by the law of what? Indices. Do you have 1 in the option? Oh my goodness. The correct answer is option what? B. Now let's go. This is option what? B. Are you with me? Now we are moving and we are almost getting to where we are going. Now let's talk about the next question, which is question number what? 6. Are you with me? The question says, let set A, B, what are the members? 1, 2, and what? 3. Are you there? Then, the question says, what is the cardinality? What is the cardinality? Now watch this. Cardinality number. They even let us to know that the word cardinality means number of what? A symmetric what? B. Asymmetric what? B. Now option A says what? 2. Option B says what? 5. Are you there? Option C says what? 4. Option D says what? 1. Then the last option, which is E, says what? None. Says what? None. Now look at this simple question. And it is very technical and you have to be very, very careful. Now let us recite it again. Set A is given as 1, 2, 3. What is the cardinality number of A? This is called symmetric. And what is a symmetric set? I will explain now. Now watch this. How do we define a symmetric set? Now watch this. Symmetric set, which is this, watch. A symmetric what? B. This is the result. A union B. Are you with me now? In brackets, minus what? A intersection what? B. This is the formula on how to find a symmetric what? Set. I repeat, A union B minus what? A intersection what? B. Now the first thing we are going to solve now is what is A union what? B. Are you with me now? Now if you observe the question, there is no set what? There is no word set B, but what is given is set what? A. Oh my goodness. So there is set B in the equation. Look at it. They added it. Set B is now equal to what? Watch. We have what we call 0, 2, and what? 4. These are members of set what? B. So it is balanced now. I am going to get what we call the union of A union B. What is the meaning of that union? Everything that exists in set A or what? Set B. Oh yeah, let us rearrange it. What's the smaller element there? Number 0. Followed by what? 1. Are you there? Followed by what? 2. Then followed by what? 3. And finally, what do we have at the end? We have what? 4. And that is what we mean by union. By what? Union. Now the next thing is to get A intersection what? B. What is the meaning of intersection? Those elements that are common in set A and what? Set B. Oh yeah, let's go to the set again. Now observe this. This is 1. Do we have 1 here? No. This is 2. Do we have 2 here? Yes. This is 3. Do we have 3 here? No. So which is the common element here is just but what? 2. Are you with me now? So it is not yet over. Can I say asymmetric what? B is now equal to, now watch this. The union is already given. Look at it here. We said A union B minus A intersection B. Oh yeah, let's verify. This is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is the formula. Then you have minus. Move to the second one, A intersection B. What is it? 2. Am I communicating? Let's do the verification now. What is A? That is what is in A union B. That is not in A intersection what? B. Oh yeah, let's go. What's the first element here? 0. Is 0 here? No. Accept it. What's the second number? 1. Is 1 here? No. Accept 1. What's the third number? 2. Is 2 here? Yes. Reject 2. Why? It is in A intersection what? B. Let's conclude. Now this is 3, right? Is 3 here? No. Accept. Now what is here? 4. Is 4 here? No. Accept. Now this is what we mean by asymmetric what? Symmetric what? B. Are you with me? But what they need now is the cardinality of asymmetric what? B. Oh yeah, let's count the number of items. 1, 2, 3, 4. So which means the correct answer here is 4. Is 4 in the option? Let us observe it. I want you to what? Yes, there is 4. Which means the correct answer in the option is option what? C. Are you with me now? Well, now we are almost ending the part of what we call set what? Theory. Now the last question. Alright, which is called set what? Theorem. Now the last question, I want you to observe this now. Watch. What is the last question? The last question, which is question number 7, is this. I want you to verify this. Now the question says, let set A, comma B, are you there? Be a set defined as A equal to x such that x squared is less than 0, and set B is given as y such that exponential y is equal to 0. Now, I want to, what is the question? And watch. B what? B, the power set, the what? Power set of what? A and what? B respectively. And B what? Respectively. Now, what is the formula? Watch this. The question says we should evaluate what? B A and what? B what? B. The options are A 2, then B 0, C 1, then D is what? 4. I want you to observe this. Let us name set A. Set A is that S is such that S squared is less than what? 0. Can we define S squared to be less than 0? Let us consider what? X to be what? 0. So anywhere we introduce, you see x, remove it and introduce what? 0. It becomes 0 square, which is what? 0, less than 0. This thing does not hold. Are you with me now? When x is 1, now watch again. It becomes 1 square, less than what? 0. What is 1 square? 1 square will give you 1, and less than 0, which is no. 1 can never be less than what? 0. I'll continue to negative. Let's say minus 1 also. What is x? Minus 1 all square, less than 0. And if you squared minus 1, it will give you 1. And 1 can never be less than what? 0. So no. So which means in this particular option, set now, it is an empty set. It is what? An empty set. So which means the cardinality of an empty set, watch, is what? 0. Am I communicating now? Having known the cardinality, what is the next thing? Now watch this. Watch, hope you are following. Having known the cardinality, what is the next? Now the next is now find the power set of that. Are you with me now? How do I generate the power set of A? Watch this. I will now say power set of what? A should be 2 raised to power n what? A. And this is 2, right? And A is already solved. Look at it. The answer is what? 0. So which means I will introduce 0 here. 2 raised to power 0 is what? 1. We now move over to set B. Are you with me? Remember we are rounding up. What is set B? That y is such that exponential y is equal to what? 0. Remember the last question I solved, and I said anytime you encounter an exponential function, there is no number that can give you equal to what? 0. So in summary, set B is an empty set. Then what is the cardinality of set B? Do you have any member here? No, which means it is what? 0. I will now say P what? B, are you there? Is now 2 raised to power what? NOB. That is the power set. Now let's go. This is 2, right? NOB is already 0. And anything raised to power 0 is what? 1. In summary, the question says find PA dot what? PB. Am I communicating? What is the answer to PA? The answer to PA is 1. Times, what's the answer to PB? Is also 1, and 1 times 1 is 1, and that is the final answer. Can we go to the option? Look up, yes, there is. So the correct answer is option what? C. Now, thank you very much. So wait for my next video, which is another chapter entirely. See you next time. Thank you.